Hello, fellow teachers. I am Ma'am Gemz and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, we are going to learn on how to make and accomplish our weekly home learning plan. Paano ba gawin ito? Madali lang po. Let's do it! But before that, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for you to be updated with my latest videos. DepEd Order 42, Series 2016, Policy Guidelines on Daily Lesson Preparation. It provides the legal basis of lesson plan preparation for the basic education. It indicates the necessity of lesson planning as a critical part of the teaching and learning process. What is Weekly Home Learning Plan? The weekly home learning plan will be based on the actual class program. It shall be prepared by the subject teacher implementing distance and blended learning, reviewed by the class advisor, checked by the head teacher, and approved by the school principal. So, ang weekly home learning plan ay parang katulad ng DLL. Yun nga lang, ang mag-i-implement nito ay ang mga teachers na magtuturo ng distance at blended learning. While DLP or DLL, which is prescribed in DepEd Order 42, Series 2016, shall be prepared by teachers implementing face-to-face learning. So, para sa mga teachers na face-to-face learning ang kanilang i-implement, DLP or DLL ang kanilang gagamitin. Ito ang mga kailangan natin sa paggawa at accomplish ng ating weekly home learning plan. What do we need? 1. Weekly home learning plan template. 2. Class program. 3. Budget of work or BOW. 4. Prescribed self-learning module, and 5. Assessment tools. Ang mga template ay manggagaling sa ating respective schools. Of course, following the ideal template given by DepEd na nasa memo para uniform naman po ang ating mga outputs. Next po ay ang class program. Ito po yung subjects, dates, time that we handle. Ang susunod po ay ang Budget of Work or BOW. Tayo po lahat ay familiar dito dahil dito po nakalagay ang mga learning competencies at number of days taught. Ang prescribed SLM ay ang naka-assign na module ADM sa ating region or division or cluster as official reference ng mga bata. And lastly, as a teacher, we need to prepare assessment tools, such as written words or performance-based. We can create fill-in-the-blanks, multiple choices, or any different type of test. And it should be anchored or aligned with the learning competency target po. What do we need to prepare? Kung ikaw ay subject teacher lamang, so isa lang ang i-prepare mo na weekly home learning plan. But, kung advisor ka, so dalawa ang i-prepare mo. Ang weekly home learning plan per subject at ang weekly home learning plan per grade and section. Let us say for example, ako po ay subject teacher ng grade 7 and 8 na MAPEH. So gagawa po ako ng dalawang weekly home learning plan na may 6 na sections. So 6 po yung gagawin ko na weekly home learning plan. Sa advisor part naman po ay gagawin nito, hihingi sila ng hard copy or soft copy para maiporma ang weekly home learning plan ng section nila. For example po, ako, advisor po ako ng grade 8 Courage. Lalapit po ako sa aking mga subject teachers at hihingi po ako ng kanilang weekly home learning plan. At ang gagawin ko po as advisor ay i-consolidate ko ang 8 na subjects ng weekly home learning plan sa aking section. Mas madali po ang soft copy kasi po maka-copy and paste lang po natin ito. Weekly home learning plan shall be developed following these procedures. 1. Refer to the most essential learning competencies or MELC in the different subject areas. So, mahalaga sa ating mga fellow teachers na may copy tayo na MELC. 2. 2. Gather the self-learning modules and other learning materials needed for self-paced learning mode. So dapat po mga fellow teachers na may hawak tayo na copy ng mga modules, hard or soft copy man ito. 3. Take into consideration the learning competency, key concepts, and learning tasks needed to track learners' progress. So mga ka-fellow teachers, mahalaga na alam natin lahat ng mga ito. What are the parts of the weekly home learning plan? Weekly home learning plan shall consist of the following parts. 1. Learning area. 2. Learning task. 3. Learning competencies. And 4. Mode of delivery. Ito yung template attached sa ating memo entitled Suggested Strategies in Implementing Distance Learning Delivery Modalities or DLDM for school year 2020-2021 from our Undersecretary Diosdado M. San Antonio. At kung gusto po ninyo ng copy nito, nakalagay po ang link sa description box po natin. So, ang unang part po ay ang day and time. Sa day and time po, it should be based sa class program na ginawa ng ating respective school for this school year 2020-2021. If ang teacher po ay may dalawang subjects na tinuturuan, let's say for example, MAPEH 7 and MAPEH 8. So, dalawang weekly home learning plan po ang gagawin nito. Pero depende sa ilang sections kada subjects. Like for example po, sa MAPEH 7, 2 sections. At sa MAPEH 8, 4 sections naman. So dapat, 6 ang gagawing weekly home learning plan ng teacher na ito. The only difference sa kaniyang MAPEH 8 na 4 na sections ay ang day and time, but the content and the lesson are just the same. Madali lang po, di ba? Kung marami kang subjects na tuturuan, doon din po mapabase ilang weekly home learning plan ang gagawin, hindi po ang kada sections. Ngayon, we are going to prepare a weekly home learning plan for 8 weeks para po sa first quarter. Narito ang mga petsa sa bawat linggo. Week 1, October 5 to 9, Week 2, October 12 to 16, Week 3, October 19 to 23, Week 4, October 26 to 30, Week 5, November 2 to 6, Week 6, November 9 to 13, Week 7, November 16 to 20, and Week 8, November 23 to 27. Second part of the weekly home learning plan is the learning areas. This refers to the subjects prescribed to be taken by the learners in a particular grade level or key stage. Kung ano yung mga subjects na tinuturo natin, ilalagay natin dito sa learning areas. Pangatlo is the learning competencies. This refers to the KUSAV or the knowledge, understanding, skills, attitude, and values that the learners need to demonstrate in every lesson or in every learning activity. Under learning competencies, kukunin natin ito sa ating MELC. Next ay ang learning tasks. These are formative learning opportunities created for learners to enhance their understanding of the content, which prompt them to engage intensively in the subject matter. So, ang learning task, ito ay makikita natin sa module ng mga bata. Ito yung mga activities na dapat nilang i-accomplish. At ang panghuling part ay ang mode of delivery. This refers to the method of the submission of learning outputs preferred by the learners. Example sa online submission through email or LMS posting. Personal submission by the parents in school, send outputs Google Classroom account provided by the teacher or any other platforms recommended by the school. Dito po sa mode of delivery. Dito tayo magkakaiba kasi po nakadepende ito sa pinili ng ating mga magulang kung anong uri ng pagkatuto ang nais nila para sa kanilang mga anak. Weekly home learning plan will serve as a guide for parents or guardians who will support the learnings of their child in accomplishing the learning task cited in the module per week for the whole quarter since face-to-face interaction is very limited. What I like in weekly home learning plan ay ang kanyang usefulness to us teachers, lalo na sa mga parents at learners. Kasi po, it will serve as their guide as to what to do and how to accomplish their learning task for the day. With this well-planned weekly home learning plan, minimal na lang po ang mga questions and queries ng mga learners natin. Fellow teachers, we will make sure na clear and detalyado po ang ating plan para po to avoid questions like, anong page po ma'am? Anong activity po sir? Title po ma'am? Etc. Pero may mga learners or even parents po tayo na magtatanong pa rin po kahit detalyado na po ang ating plan. Pero bigyan po natin sila ng panahon na sagutin ang mga ito at matulungan po natin sila. The copies of the weekly home learning plan per grade and section will be distributed to parents before the start of teaching and learning activities. So dapat po bago mag-October 5, first day of teaching and learning activities, dapat na ipamigay na po ang weekly home learning plan per section together with the self-learning module. Ganun po dapat. It shall aid the teachers, parents, and students in keeping track of the day-to-day and off-school general learning processes as they implement the most suitable and feasible alternative learning modality based on the school context. Whatever learning modalities ang napagdesisyonan ng school or stakeholders ay gagawa pa rin po ng weekly home learning plan. Sa mode of delivery lang po tayo may difference, but other than that, the content of the plan is the same po. And of course, every learners po dapat may SLM as their general reference in their learning process. So dapat mabibigyan lahat ng parents ng weekly home learning plan para may gabay sila ng day-to-day task per week ng mga anak nila. Hello po, fellow teachers. Ito na po yung aking sample na nagawa sa aking weekly home learning plan. As you can see po, nilagay ko po yung week 1 at saka yung date October 5 to 9, 2020. And sa baba po ang aking grade level and section po. So ito po yung template na binigay sa amin ng aming school principal. So sa inyo po, may kanya-kanya po tayong ang gawa nito, pero the same lang po ang ating, kung ano man ang laman nito. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lang po talaga ang laman dyan. So, ano po yung una? Ang date and time, learning area, learning competency, learning task, and mode of delivery. So, una po, anong pong ginawa ko dito sa aking date and time? Saan ko po yan kinuha? Kinuha ko po yan, naglista po ako para organize po ang aking class program. So, ang schedule po ng aking grade 8 courage is every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, every first period in the morning. So, yan po. So, I will start with October 5 since it's Monday. So, andyan po ang time. And for the learning area, saan ko po kinuha itong title? Ito po yung aking subject na ituturo, which is Music 8. And the topic is about Southeast Asian music. And under this Southeast Asian music topic has 2 lessons, Lesson 1 and Lesson 2. And the next one is the learning competency. Saan ko po kinuha itong learning competency, itong tatlong ito? Kinuha ko po yan sa aking milk. Andito po yung milk. As you can see, andyan po siya, tatlo. Paano pong gagawin natin yan? I-open lang po natin yung soft copy para mas madali po yung trabaho natin. So, i-highlight, copy, and then i-paste po natin dito. Yan, paste po natin dito. Okay, yan na po yung ating learning competency. Galing po sa ating milk. Okay, next is the learning task. Ito po, hindi ko po yan ginawa. Kinuha ko po yan sa ating module na binigay sa atin. Ito po yung ating official SLM module. Thank you so much po sa mga writers na gumawa nito na ang ganda-ganda po for grade 8, first quarter, module 1, Southeast Asian Music. And ito po, may dalawang lesson 1 and 2. Ayan po. So, sa lesson 1, may 4. And dito lang po, before that, andito makikita natin ang yung competency natin na naka-anchored and naka-align po sa ating milk. So, andyan po makikita natin ang pre-test. So, gagamitin po natin lahat ng activity na gi-prepare ng ating mga writers sa ating module. Sayang din po, magaganda po siya. So, andyan ang activity 2. Next is yung topic na po mismo, kung ano yung lesson po. Okay, lesson 1 is the vocal and instrumental music of Cambodia, Indonesia, Myanmar, and Malaysia. So, yan po ang ginawa ko sa aking learning task. Follow the instruction of the following activities. Dito po tayo. Activity, kindly answer the following activities. Ayan po yung pre-test. And then, activity 1, ang pre-test. And activity 2, yung fasten your seatbelt. Okay? So, ayan po. So, next is proceed to lesson 1, read and study what I need to know. So, babasahin na po nila yung short article na andun sa module po. Andito po, babasahin po nila. Ayan. And then, basa po nila niyan is, next instruction natin sa ating learning task is, answer, play with me, activity 1. Write your answer at the empty page of the left side of your, ayan po, left side of your module. Dali po ha. Ayan. Adjust lang po natin. And then, yan. So, left side of the activity. And number 4 is continue reading what is this. Cambodian music na po siya. So, yan po. Sa first day, Monday, isang country po ang kanilang iti-take for this day. And then, the mode of delivery po natin is, of course, since this is modular, so ang mode of delivery po natin is personal submission by the parents, guardians, housemates na 18 years old and above, and then magdala po sila ng ID in school, hatid nila sa school, and then kindly drop or put it to the designated box provided by the advisor. Para pag-retrieve po ng advisor, madali lang din po yung pag-monitor at saka pagkuha ng advisor. Hindi po siya malilito at hindi po magbibigay sa ibang subject teachers. And then, kung may schedule po kayo, what day po ang submission and retrieving and submitting the modules po nila, ilalagay din po natin. Like for example, sa amin, for grade 8 every Tuesday, grade 9 every Wednesday, grade 10 every Thursday, grade senior high school every Friday, and Monday naman po ang grade 7. So, yan po. Pwede natin ilagay yan dyan. Idagdag po natin dyan. So, next is the second day, which is Tuesday. Ipalitan ko lang po yung date and then yung day. The same lang po yung time kasi the same lang po siya. Pati ang learning area, the same lang po. Ang learning competencies, the same lang po. But the learning task is different na po. Kasi mag-proceed na po tayo sa next learning task na nasa ating module, which or the following, tatlo po. Follow the instruction of the following activities. Activity 2, pinpit, musical or musician, and activity 3, listening to Indonesian music. Answer the guide questions provided in every activity. Write your answer at the empty page on the left side of the activity. Proceed to what is it, Indonesia, and answer activity 4, compare and contrast. What's more, write your answer at the lagyan niyo po talaga ng instruction kung saan nila isusulat yung answer nila. Kasi nilalagay ko po siya sa left side na empty space kasi may iba pong module na hindi po naka back to back. Pero pag hindi po siya back to back, pwede din po sila gumamit ng another piece of paper or any space doon sa kanilang module para pagpasa po. Hindi na po kailangan na maraming papel pagpasa nila sa school. And the same mode of delivery lang po. Yan. Okay? So, ito po ang mga instructions, ang mga detailed instructions po yan. Nasa module na po yan. Kung gusto po niyo isulat, like for example, this one, look at each picture. Pwede po niyo isulat yan doon. Pwede po niyo yan i-copy-paste. Like for example, ito. i-copy paste lang po ninyo and then isusulat po ninyo dito sa activity 2. Dito, pwede po nyo i-copy paste dyan. Paste po ninyo, pero medyo mataas na po siya. Ganyan po. So, pwede po lahat ilalagay nyo dyan. Depende po sa inyo. Pero sa akin po, parang enough na po siya na ganyan nakasulat. Basta naman nakalagay lang po na what activity, ano yung title ng activity, anong gagawin nila sa activity, saan nila susulat ang answers. So, enough na po yan. Maintindihan na po yan ng mga bata. And then the same mode of delivery po siya. The same with the next day, which is Wednesday and Thursday, but the difference is ang learning task lang po nila. Sunod-sunod lang po yung flow ng ating modules. Gamitin lang po natin yung mga activities na binigay po ng mga writers na maganda po ng mga activities. So yan, week 2 na po tayo, week October 12 to 16. So andyan po ang Monday, the same pa rin po, but different na po yung learning area, which is lesson 2 na po tayo. Thailand, Laos, Vietnam, and Singapore na po tayo. And different learning competencies na rin po tayo. Yung remaining 3 na po yan, eto na po 3. Okay? So, yan, malapit na po tayo. So, ayan ang learning task. Patuloy lang po tayo. Learning task first is the Thailand for this day and then the same mode of delivery. And then, the next day, Tuesday, the same na rin po yung learning area, competencies, and learning task na lang po yung i-edit ninyo because it's about Laos na po and the same mode of delivery. This one is about Vietnam, ang learning task, ano po ang diferensya. And the last one is ang ating Singapore. So, yan na po ang last day ng aking week 2. So, tapos na po tayo sa music for the first quarter. 8 days po ginawa ng mga bata yung kanilang learning task. So, as you can see, nilagay ko po dito, read and study the summary part of the lesson and then answer the post-test. I-answer po nila yung pre-test sa first day and on the last day, inansweran po nila yung post-test nila. And then, if you want to add po assessment tool, pwede po natin lagyan dito like number 7 or number 7, lalagyan po niyo ng answer the assessment tools. Lagyan po natin ng title. Ano po yung title niyo sa assessment tools ninyo? For example, written quiz at 30-item written quiz. So, answer po nila and then submit. Lagyan niyo po ng instruction kailan nila i-submit. Dapat hindi po late or ano. So, depende na po yan sa inyo as teacher. So, yan po. Pwede po yan sa dyan ilagay. And then, plano ko po dito is I will add something po na pwede po sila maka-answer sa FB group or sa Messenger kaya mas madali po siya sa lahat ng online platform. So, lahat naman po siguro ng bata may FB. Pero kung wala ho talaga, siguro this would be enough for them. Every day may ginawa na po sila. Pwede na po ninyo yan bigyan ng grado po mga fellow teachers. And as you can see dito sa tab ko po, may another weekly home learning plan. And this is my blended learning plan ko po ito. Dalawa po kasi yung modalities namin sa school namin which are the modular and the blended. And for the blended po, the same lang po sa date and time, learning area, learning competencies. Ang diferensya lang po is minor difference lang po sa learning task. Maliit lang po masyado for the instruction. And mode, of course, iba po ang mode of delivery sa ating blended because they have to send outputs to whatever platform, online platform ang gagamitin ng teacher, gagamitin ninyo. Like for example, for me, I will use Google Classroom po. So they will submit it through my Google Classroom and then doon ko na po i-check yung mga activities and quizzes and assessment tools na mga gi-answer nila. So, follow ko po rin kinuha ko pa rin yung learning task sa ating module po. But the difference is, for example, number 1, the same lang po sa modular. Number 2, iba na po siya, click and watch the link na po. So, the lesson 1 doon po sa modular natin is they will just read it sa module, yung written article po about the lesson about Cambodia. But in this modality, blended po, ginawa ko po siya, i-convert ko po yung written content ko to digital learning content. So, ginawa ko po siyang video clip. So, i-upload ko po lahat ng mga video clips ko sa lesson na ito sa music sa aking YouTube channel since may YouTube channel po ako. And I'm very much willing po to share it to you if you want to link your platforms or your Google Classroom or yung mga LSM accounts niyo sa aking link. Okay na okay lang po. Walang problema po sa akin. And if you want also to have the modular and the blended format of this WHLP of mine, pwede po, isi-share ko po ito sa inyo. Comment na po kayo sa comment section or you can DM me po sa aking messenger na if you want my copy of this, gusto niyo lang po i-improve, dagdagan niyo po ng mas dagdagan niyo po ng magandang mga instructions dito, ilagay po niyo yung mga detalyado ng mga instructions nang galing po sa module, pwede din po, depende na po yan sa inyo. So, ayan po. So, the same lang po, pero may mga minor difference lang po talaga dito sa like click and watch, observe, mga ganyan-ganon lang po sa And then, yung mga written na mga, for example, compare and contrast, gagawin ko po yan siya digital. Gagawin ko po siya na ma-answer po nila doon sa Google Classroom using the platform. Doon po sila mag-submit, doon po sila mag-type, doon po sila magsulat through typing their answer. Doon po sila magsusulat ng kanilang mga questions. Gagawan ko po doon ng mga questions, i-answer nila, quizzes doon po sa Google Classroom. And then I will upload and I will link all my links na nasa YouTube channel ko po. So magiging sa blended po, we can be more creative po as much as possible. Basta explore lang po natin yung mga available po na mga dyan sa internet. So, ang dami po. Pwede din po tayo, kung for example po sa lesson about Malaysia, pag hindi po naintindihan ng bata ang isang term, pwede po natin i-explore ang bata. I-highlight natin ang isang term, isang instrument, i-highlight natin yun ang word na yun, and then we will put URL, and then pag i-click ng bata yung naka-highlight na term na yun, kasi malalaman natin highlighted siya kasi naka-blue siya and then naka-italize. So, pag i-click po yun ng bata kasi hindi niya naintindihan, so, the URL, pag i-click niya, it will bring him or yung learner po sa URL na i-post natin, gilink natin. So, for example, gilink natin sa Wikipedia. So, mababasa ng bata yung additional additional information natin doon. So, mababasa ng bata ng additional information, knowledge about it. So, yan po, maganda po yung blended at saka yung online at even offline. Maganda po siya kasi we can explore and maximize the internet. So, maganda po siya. So, yan po. Ayan po yung aking weekly home learning plan, modular and blended. Dalawa po yung nagawa ko sa grade 8 Courage. So, may 4 po ako na section sa aking grade 8. So, ang gagawin ko lang po, hindi na po ako maggagawa ng another weekly home learning plan sa aking 3 remaining sections. Ito na po, pwede na po ito. Ang papalitan ko na lang po yung date and time nila kasi iba yung class program or class schedule ng another section. The same na po yan lahat. Wala na po yung problema. Ito lang po ang palitan ninyo. And after that, tapos na po tayo dyan. So makikita po natin yan dito sa aking ayan po. Dito po sa grade 8, grade 7. Yan po. So makikita po yan dyan. And sa grade 8 na section ko, ayan po. So, be organized na lang po. Ilagay nyo po sa isang folder para hindi po kayo mahirapan kung every time na hahanapin nyo po siya. So, tapos na po as subject teacher, natapos ko na po yung music ko sa grade 8 level. So, may grade 7, 2 sections po ako na loads or na subject. So, gagawa pa ako ng isang weekly home learning plan ko po sa grade 7. And 2 sections po siya. Papalitan ko na lang din po again ang date at saka ang time. So, yan po. So, now, I am a subject teacher of MAPEH 7 and 8. I am also an advisor of grade 8 Courage. So ano pong gagawin natin as an advisor? So ito po ang ginawa ko sa aking weekly home learning plan sa aking section. As you can see, andyan pa rin po yung grade at saka section nila. So, dito po sa baba, makikita po ninyo ilang subjects po yan. 8 subject. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Math, English, Filipino, Science, Aral, Pan, ESP, TLE, and MAPE. So, ayan po, as advisor of this section, grade 8, Courage, I have to ask all the 7 teachers of their weekly home learning plan. So, hihingiin ko po yan. Mas okay po kung soft copy ang hihingiin natin sa kanila. Pag andyan na po yung soft copy nila, idadagdag na lang po natin dito. Paano po magdagdag ng tab? So, right-click lang po and then insert. And then, ayan po ang worksheet. Insert and then, okay, lalabas po yan bago dyan. Yan. So, ayan ang sheet. And then, paano po yan magiging ganyan? Ganang pangalan. So, just rename it. Sulat nyo lang po. For example, may Spanish po yung first section namin. Spanish. Dagdagan nyo po. Ayan. So, pag andyan na po yung file ng ating Spanish teacher, ilalagay lang po ninyo dito. The same sa math, hanggang sa MAPE. Okay, andyan po. I-consolidate lang po natin as advisor of our section. I-consolidate po natin yung lahat ng ating subjects. Hihingiin po natin yan lahat. So, when we print it, so pag print natin, print tayo ng math, yan na po, i-print natin. English, print po natin yan lahat hanggang sa MAPE. And then, staple po natin yan lahat. And then, isasabay po natin yan bigay sa ating mga parents together with the self-learning modules, yung ADM po natin. Isabay po natin yan bigay 1 week before the first day of class. So, 2 weeks po, pwede na po natin yan ibigay or 1 week. Good for 1 week ibibigay po natin sa kanila. Yan po, so guided na po. Makikita po ninyo yung sense at usefulness ng ating home weekly learning plan, especially sa ating mga teachers and most especially sa ating learners and sa ating parents kasi they can track, especially yung parents na, hindi masasabi ng parents na walang gagawin ang kanilang anak for that specific day and time kasi may class program po yung mga anak nila. So every day, every time, may gagawin po sila sa every subjects nila. So very useful po itong weekly home learning plan. So parang this serve as our DLL for this new normal setup. So ayan po. So for our blended naman po, no need for us po as advisors, no need for us po to print the weekly home learning plan. Nag-consolidate po natin sa 8 to 9 subjects natin. All we have to do is isend lang po natin itong nag-iisang file na ito sa ating mga parents. Ito po, isang file, isend po natin sa Messenger. Number 2, sa email. Number 3, pwede sa Viber. Number 4, pwede sa Google Drive. So, marami pong paraan na masend yan para ma-open na po ng parents and then guided po yung parents and even the learners, guided po sila kung anong gagawin po nila for that day. Mag-start na po yung first day of class. So, ang dami na po nilang gagawin. So, yan na po. So, okay. So, yan po lahat. So, again po, as subject teachers, yan po ang gagawin natin. Kung dalawa po ang modalities ninyo, gagawa po kayo ng dalawa. Kung isa lang po, modular lang po, and that is very good kasi isa lang po yung gagawin ninyo. Kung may dalawa po, blended, madali lang, mga minors lang naman po yung mga mga changes natin sa ating learning task. And of course, sa mode of delivery natin, different po siya. So, may isa pa po akong load which is the MAPEH 7. So, gagawa pa po ako isang weekly home learning plan sa aking music. So, may dalawang section po sa grade 7 ko. Papalitan ko na lang din po ang date and time. Yun lang po pag sa sections. So, depende po sa ilang loads o ilang subject ang inyong ginahandle. For example, you are handling 4 MAPEH 7, 8, 9, 10. So, basically, mabigat po siya. Gagawa po kayo ng weekly home learning plan na 4. Regardless of how many sections. Kasi yung section, papalitan nyo na lang po yun ng time and day. So, yan po. So, Kayang-kaya po natin yan mga fellow teachers. So laban lang po tayo sa kayang-kaya po natin yan. And I hope may naitulong po ako sa inyo sa na-share ko po. Again po, if you want this copy or the video clips or the links, just direct message me or comment down below sa comment section po natin. So yan po, just follow me po sa ating mga latest videos po para updated po tayo. So I hope may natutunan po kayo sa aking tinuro. Kung may mga mali po akong nasabi or may mga kulang po, just comment below para makorek po natin ang video na ito. Maraming salamat po fellow teachers. Yung pinakita ko po sa inyong mga fellow teachers, hindi po yun na-check ng head teacher or master teacher namin. Kaya marami pa po mga typo error. Sorry po. So yun po, kailangan po natin ipa-check and i-approve ng ating school principal. Don't forget po. And that is the end of our video tutorial po. Thank you so much everyone for watching. And don't forget po to give this video a thumbs up and kindly share this video to others para makatulong po tayo. And thank you so much and Godspeed everyone. This is Ma'am Gemz. Thank you so much and bye.